Hey everyone, and welcome to another deep dive with us. Today we're going to be exploring something pretty huge,
Yeah.
large language models, or LLMs.
It's one of those things that's kind of already changing the world,
Oh yeah,
but
absolutely.
most people haven't even noticed yet.
Yeah, it's like it's happening behind the scenes,
Yeah,
and it's going to be a big deal for all of us, no
absolutely.
matter what we do.
For sure.
So to guide us on this journey,
Okay.
we're going to be checking out an article called Why Large Language Models Are Changing the World by senior technical writer Curt Robbins.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of him.
And this guy knows his stuff.
Yeah, he's got serious credentials.
He's worked with some really impressive companies.
Like who?
Well, we're talking FedEx,
Wow.
Microsoft, Wells
Nice.
Fargo,
Okay.
even Northrop Grumman.
That's a pretty diverse range.
It is.
So we know we're in good hands with this article.
Yeah, absolutely.
What I really appreciate about Robbins' approach is that he explains these really complex LLMs in a way that anyone can understand.
Right.
You don't need a tech background to follow along.
Yeah, he makes it super clear how these technical details actually impact our lives.
Exactly, and that's what we're going to try to do today, too.
Okay, so let's break this down.
Okay?
You know how you can ask Siri or Alexa a question like, "Hey Siri, what's the weather like today?"
Yeah.
And it actually understands you
Mm-hmm.
and gives you like a useful answer.
Right?
That's LLMs in action,
It is. They're already part of our everyday lives.
even if we don't realize it.
Exactly. And what's amazing is that they don't just recognize words, they actually grasp the meaning behind them.
Yeah, like they can understand sarcasm or figure out what you really mean, even if you don't say it directly.
Right. It's all about context.
Okay, so how do they do that?
Well, that's where the transformer model comes in.
Transformer model.
Yeah, Robbins explains it really well in his article.
Okay,
It was a major breakthrough that happened back in 2017 thanks to Google.
okay.
Basically, it allows LLMs to process information in a way that's similar to the human brain. Yeah, they can understand the relationships between words and context.
So instead of just giving like pre-programmed responses,
Right.
they can actually think on the fly and adapt to whatever you throw at them.
Exactly. It's like they're learning to think for themselves.
So these
Uh,
LLMs aren't just about spitting out information.
Right.
They can actually understand and respond in a way that's, well, it's pretty human-like.
It is. And that's what makes them so different from previous AI systems.
Okay, so Robbins highlights three core abilities of LLMs that make them such game changers.
Okay, I'm listening.
First, as we've been talking about, is this incredible contextual understanding.
Right. It's not just about recognizing words, it's about getting the nuances and the meaning behind them.
Exactly. And then the second ability is that they can generate coherent text.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
And we're not talking about just clunky sentences here.
Right.
These LLMs can write articles, stories, even code
It's crazy.
with a level of fluency that's often indistinguishable from human-written content.
Yeah, I mean, think about
They're
it.
mind-boggling.
It could revolutionize how we create content in every field.
Yeah, it's like having a team of super smart writers at your fingertips.
Exactly.
And the third ability, which is probably the most impactful in the long run, is that these LLMs can learn and improve over time.
They're constantly getting smarter.
Yeah, it's not like they're just static. They refine their understanding and their output
It's like they're always learning new things.
and getting smarter with feedback through this process called reinforcement learning.
That's what makes them so powerful. They're not just programmed, they're constantly evolving.
It's a little bit scary.
Yeah, it is a little bit.
Like they're developing their own intelligence.
It's both exciting and a little bit unnerving at the same time.
Yeah, for sure.
But let's focus on the exciting part for now.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
What does all of this mean for us in the real world?
Yeah, I mean, how are these LLMs actually impacting our lives right now?
Robbins gives some amazing examples in his article
Okay, I'm ready.
of how LLMs are already changing the game in so many fields.
And how they have the potential to benefit everyone, no matter who you are or what you do.
Exactly. This isn't just some far-off future tech.
This is happening now.
It's happening right now.
So let's dive into some specific examples.
Okay, let's do it.
I'm dying to hear how these LLMs are already making a difference.
Okay, so imagine a world where you could get a perfect summary of a complicated report in seconds.
Whoa, slow down.
Yeah.
That would be a game changer
Right.
for anyone who deals with a lot of information.
Absolutely. Like lawyers, doctors, even students.
Students like me, I mean, who wouldn't want a super smart AI assistant
Right.
that can just like cut through all the noise and give you the key takeaway?
Exactly. LLMs can analyze huge amounts of data, find the important bits, and present them to you in a way that's easy to understand.
That alone could save people countless hours of work.
And that's just one small example.
Okay. I'm already impressed and we're just getting started.
Oh, we're just scratching the surface.
What else do these amazing LLMs have up their sleeve?
Well, think about those frustrating experiences we've all had with chatbots.
Ugh, don't even get me started.
You know, the ones that just don't seem to understand what you're asking?
Yeah, they're the worst.
Well, LLMs are changing that.
Really?
They're making customer service interactions more natural and helpful.
So instead of getting stuck in those endless chatbot loops,
Right.
we can actually have real conversations with AI that understands our needs and provides real solutions.
Exactly. And this is already happening.
Wow.
Companies are using LLMs to power chatbots that can understand context, adapt to your individual questions,
That's awesome.
and provide much more personalized and helpful support.
It's like having a 247 customer service agent,
Right there at your fingertips.
ready to answer any question you might have.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm starting to see how these LLMs could really change things for the better.
It's pretty amazing stuff.
But tell me more. What other areas are being impacted by this technology?
Well, one area where LLMs are already having a huge impact is in breaking down language barriers.
Oh, tell me more about that.
Mm.
I love the idea of a world where language is no longer a barrier to communication.
That's the promise that LLMs are starting to fulfill.
Really?
Yeah. Think about the potential of near-perfect machine translation,
Okay.
where you can communicate with anyone in the world regardless of their native language.
Wow, that would be a game changer.
It would, for travel, business, even just connecting with people from different cultures.
Imagine being able to have a conversation with someone on the other side of the world in real time without any language barrier.
It's incredible, right?
That's incredible.
And this isn't just some far-off futuristic dream.
Oh.
It's happening now.
Seriously.
LLMs are being used to power translation services that are more accurate and nuanced than anything we've seen before.
I'm totally geeking out over here.
Me too.
This is all so fascinating.
It is. And we've only just scratched the surface.
So there's more.
Oh, there's so much more. I can't wait to tell you about all the other ways LLMs are changing the world.
Okay, hit me with it.
Okay, so one of the most exciting areas where LLMs are poised to make a huge difference is in personalized learning.
Okay.
Imagine a world where every student has access to a virtual tutor
Whoa.
that adapts to their individual learning style and pace.
No more one-size-fits-all education.
Exactly.
That sounds like a dream come true.
Right.
For anyone who's ever struggled in a traditional classroom setting,
Absolutely.
I know I would have loved to have a personalized AI tutor back in the day.
Me too. It would have been amazing.
Tell me more about how this actually works.
So LLMs can analyze a student's progress in real time,
Uh,
identify areas where they're struggling, and provide customized guidance
okay.
and practice questions all tailored to their specific needs.
So it's like having a personal teacher.
Who knows exactly how to help you learn best?
That's seriously cool. And it's not just about traditional education, right?
Nope.
These LLMs can also help people learn new skills.
Anything you want to learn, from coding to creative writing to whatever you can imagine.
In a way that's engaging and personalized.
Exactly. LLMs can assess your current skill level, provide step-by-step instructions, and even give you feedback on your work,
Okay.
all while adapting to your individual learning style and pace.
It's like having a personal coach for any skill you want to learn.
Right.
Wow, this is incredible. I'm starting to see how LLMs could really revolutionize the way we learn and grow throughout our lives.
It's pretty mind-blowing.
But I have a feeling we're just getting started right.
Oh, we are.
There are even more ways that LLMs are impacting our lives right.
Absolutely. LLMs are becoming our everyday AI helpers.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
Tell me more about this. What can these LLMs do that our current virtual assistants can't?
Well, imagine an LLM that can help you draft emails,
Okay.
organize your schedule,
Even provide personalized recommendations for everything from restaurants to books.
all while understanding your preferences and anticipating your needs.
It's like having a super efficient personal assistant.
Right. Who knows you inside and out and can take care of all the little details of your life.
That would free up so much time and energy to focus on the things you really enjoy.
Exactly. And that's the real promise of LLMs.
Okay.
As they continue to evolve, they'll become even more seamlessly integrated into our lives.
Making things easier, more efficient, and more personalized than ever before.
It's an exciting time to be alive.
I couldn't agree more. This is all so fascinating, and I'm so glad we're having this conversation.
Me too. It's been really enlightening.
Yeah.
It really is. And what's so exciting is that
What?
We're only just starting to tap into the potential of these LLMs.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh,
Like, we've just opened the door a crack.
exactly.
So we're getting a glimpse of this whole new universe of possibilities.
It's like we've discovered this incredible new tool,
Yeah.
and we're still figuring out all the different ways we can use it.
It's almost overwhelming to think about.
It is.
All the ways LLMs could change things in the future.
And that's why it's so important to keep learning and exploring
Right.
to stay ahead of the curve as this technology keeps evolving.
Well, speaking of learning and exploring, Curt Robbins
Yeah.
ends his article with a really thought-provoking question.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Something that we should all be thinking about
For sure.
as LLMs become more powerful
Okay.
and more integrated into our lives.
What is it?
He asks, as LLMs become more powerful, how do we ensure they're used responsibly to benefit everyone?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
It really is.
We've been talking about all the amazing things LLMs can do, but we have to remember that any powerful tool can be used for good or for bad.
It's like fire, right? It
Exactly.
can keep you warm and cook your food,
Right.
but it can also burn down your house.
Exactly. So it's not just about the technology itself.
Exactly.
It's about how we choose to use it.
We need to be mindful of the potential consequences
Absolutely.
and make sure that these LLMs are developed and deployed in a way that benefits everyone.
And that's a responsibility that falls on all of us.
Yeah, not just the tech companies
Right.
or the developers.
It's everyone's responsibility.
We all need to be part of the conversation
Ask tough questions.
and make sure that LLMs are used ethically.
And for the greater good.
Well said.
Yeah.
And that's what we're trying to do here today, right?
Yeah.
To start that conversation and help people understand what LLMs are, how they work, and why they matter.
Absolutely. Knowledge is power.
That's right.
And the more we understand about LLMs, the
Mhm.
better equipped we'll be to navigate this exciting new world.
And to make sure that these powerful technologies are used to create a better future.
For everyone.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
No.
So for our listeners who are feeling inspired to learn more, what would you suggest as a next step?
Well, I highly recommend checking out Curt Robbins' article,
Oh, yeah, of course.
Why Large Language Models Are Changing the World.
It's a great place to start.
It is. It's a clear, insightful read that'll give you a solid understanding of LLMs.
And beyond that, there are tons of resources available online.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
From articles and blog posts to podcasts and videos that can dive deeper into specific aspects of this technology.
And don't be afraid to try out some of the LLM-powered tools.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
That are already out there.
Get some hands-on experience.
Exactly. Many of them are free to use, and they can give you a first-hand experience of what this technology can actually do.
Sometimes the best way to learn is just to jump in and experiment.
Absolutely. And remember, this is an ongoing conversation.
Yeah, it's not over when we're done here.
So don't be afraid to share your thoughts and ideas with others.
Yeah.
The more we talk about LLMs,
Mhm.
the better equipped we'll be to navigate their impact on our lives
Okay.
and make sure they're used for good.
Well said. I think we've covered a lot of ground today.
Yeah, we have.
From the basics of what LLMs are
Right.
to their real-world applications
And the ethical considerations.
that come with such powerful technology.
It's been quite a journey.
It certainly has. And while our deep dive might be coming to an end,
Yeah,
the conversation about LLMs is just beginning.
it is.
So I encourage all of our listeners to keep learning
Keep exploring.
and keep those brains buzzing.
Until next time.